And welcome to the nightcap of day 2 of the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. We've got second seeded Portageville taking on the 7th seeded Hayti here for game 16. And a lot of good games here tonight, Jim Hall.
You promised me this is the last game of the night.
Yep, that's it. Unless,
right.
hey, we might have a few overtimes to make 2 out of 1.
Let's have a good game and go home.
Sure. Yeah, we've got the Portageville Bulldogs, the second seed in this tournament against the 7th seeded Hayti Indians. Geared up for a good Boot Hill Conference matchup. And we've already seen Portageville and Hayti together on YHC before. We went and did that game down in Portageville a few weeks ago. Portageville come on top, 70-58 in that contest. But I tell you, it was a close game throughout the whole game. But Hayti had a hard time taking care of the ball. I believe they had 37 turnovers in that ball game. So, you know, if they just halfway take care of the ball decently in that game, they're right there in it. They was all the way up in it throughout the third quarter. Closed it to 6 points. So I think we're geared up for a close game here tonight.
I know Hayty's got a lot of athletes, and Portageville does too. And Jimmy Bide was a great coach. He's won the state tournament, I think, about 5 times. They're defending state Class 2 champs from last year. And he's won this tournament 2 times and played in the finals 9 times, won it twice, and been second 7 times. I sort of like to see him down there because that's sort of one of my era coaches. He's all these other guys, these young coaches. So Jimmy and I go back against each other quite a bit. So he's a great coach. He has a great record.
Sure.
And good friend of mine.
And Portageville is victorious in the first round over Greenville, and Hayti victorious over South Pemiscot. And first starting lineups for the Portageville Bulldogs. Number 1, sophomore Tevin Walker. Number 2, 5'11" junior Isaac Ray. Number 24, 6'3" junior Fernando Menace. Number 32 is 6'3" junior Rondreas Booker. And number 34 is 6'4" junior Jake Young. The Bulldogs are coached by Jim Bidwell, assisted by Ron Riddle and Jason Irby. And for the Hayti Indians, number 2, a 5'9" senior Keenan Williams. Number 21, a 6' junior Darius Presbury. Number 32, a 5'11" senior Craig Rogers. And number 35, a 6' junior Darnell Clay. And the Indians are coached by Philip Taylor, assisted by Bart Chance. And on the camera for this game, we've got Krista Creasy, and our producer for the game, Rick DePriest.
Portageville got a little size on the front line. I haven't seen Portageville play. I didn't see them on Saturday. They played early in the morning. But they got 6'3", 6'4" on the front line, and I'm sure they're athletic, and I'm sure that the ball's going to get up and down the floor a few times.
Sure, that's one thing that Portageville never really loses is the athleticism. They sure field an athletic team every year, so that's sure what we expect out of the Bulldogs. This game's brought to you by New Wave Communications, Three Rivers Community College, Lincoln Lacey of Malden, Butler Drug Store in Portageville, A-Plus Family Clinic, and also in Portageville, and Ellington Insurance in Portageville as well. We sure appreciate all those sponsors bringing tonight's game between Portageville and Hayti. And this is the nightcap of the second day, so we want to end it in a very good fashion here. I think we're geared up for a dandy between these two teams. Portageville wins the tip.
Hayti will play a man-to-man.
I expect to see a lot of man-to-man tonight.
Now they're back in the zone, 2-3 zone.
And Jake Young with a shot, no good.
Portageville man-to-man full court.
Rogers out front. Keenan Williams back over to Rogers. He'll go up, basket and the foul. Nice finish by Rogers. Foul will be on Jake Young, his first.
Rogers took the ball to the hole real good. Got the ball down on towards the baseline and just took the ball to the hole, used his body to shield off the defender, and got the basket, missed the free throw.
Isaac Ray out with the ball out front. Walker over to Menace. Shot up in the lane, no good. Put up, and the putback is good by Treadwell, Fred Treadwell. Ball saved to Jake Young. Isaac Ray will push it up. Over to Menace. Up and in by Menace. Nice finish. Brandon Menace with his first two of the game. Keenan Williams pushes the ball up. He's going to be pushed by Tevin Walker, his first.
I know Jimmy doesn't appreciate that foul. That's not the way he teaches play defense. That foul was out on top and really was a foolish foul.
Rogers inbounds to West. And that was Jerome Thomas with the shot underneath.
Isaac Ray with a foul.
That'll be his first. Shot up by Thomas, no good. Second one, no good. Ball bounced away. Keenan Williams recovers. He'll drive it, blocked by Menace. Jake Young will take it away up the right side. Looks down to Isaac Ray. Tevin Walker will pull it out. He over to Ray. It's like a 2-3 zone from Hayti.
They're in a 2-3 zone, but they're trying to, trap every time they can.
Sure, Keenan Williams was basically splitting the two guards up front. Coming the other way, Jerome Thomas with a pull-up, no good. And deflect out of bounds, stays with the Indians. I believe the key to this game, Jim, is if Hayti can take care of the ball, they're going to be in it to the finish. They've struggled early on this year, just controlling the ball and getting good offensive possession. So that's going to be key for the Indians tonight.
That's the secret to any game is to take care of the basketball and play good defense.
Sure, and that's Fernando Menace with a transition too. And we've got a quick timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hey, I'm Kurt Hillis at Lincoln Lacey Chevrolet. We've got a full line of GMC, Chevrolet, and Buick products. I'll pass it over to my Ford man, Charlie Thacker.
GM's not your thing? Come check us out here at the Ford Dodge Jeep store. Check out my man Blake on the internet, LincolnLacey.com.
If you don't have time to come down to Malden, check us out on Cars.com or AutoTrader.com, and if you need financing, I'm going to pass it to my man Robert Sanders.
And our ultimate goal here at Lincoln Lacey, no matter your situation, is to pass the savings on to you.
And we're back, about to get started on the other side of the timeout. 5 minutes and 25 seconds left in the first quarter. I'd like to let you know this game's brought to you in part by A+ Family Clinic, located in Portageville, 203 East 3rd Street in Portageville. Give them a call at 379-2100 for all your medical needs. That's A+ Family Clinic in Portageville. And a rebound by Fred Treadwell. He gives it out to Walker. He's going to push it down to Menace. Spin move in the middle. Nice shot there by Menace, shielded off the defenders.
Hayti had the opportunity to finish at the other end, and just like Portageville did. Portageville got the basket. Hayti fumbled the pass and didn't get the basket.
And it's going to be a push foul on Fernando Menace, his first. Team foul number 4 for the Bulldogs. Keenan Williams, he'll look down to Thomas. He'll put it up. Good. Nice adjustment by Thomas there in the paint. Treadwell cross-court pass to Ray. He looks down to, that's Darst. Jansen Darst into the game for the Bulldogs. Deflected out of bounds, stays with it, Portageville.
Presbury got back on the weak side of the press and prevented the layup, knocked the ball out of bounds. Portageville going to be taking it out.
And number 10, Deion Foster's into the game for the Bulldogs. Inbound to Jake Young. And shot out of bounds. Goes over to the Indians. 4 minutes, 34 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Keenan Williams drives it, put it up. And
That'll keep you from winning ball games right there.
Sure, it went in with strong and didn't go up quite soft enough to get a good attempt up.
Sort of out of control and not a real high percentage shot.
Tevin Walker goes down to Darst, down to Foster. Nice basket there by Foster. Good look by Darst. Darius Presbury, he'll drive down the lane, dishes it down to Norris. He loses it, puts it up. Good. Nice adjustment by Norris, almost turned it over. Darst out to Foster. Treadwell out in front, taken away. That's Keenan Williams on the break. And nice finish. Nice defense by the Indians. Forced the turnover. Portageville not very aggressive on the offensive end on that series. Walker looked to drive and reach in on Presbury. That'll be his first.
Hayty's first team foul. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. 10-8.
And Keenan Williams looking to intercept the pass. Darst back over to Treadwell. He'll pull up. Nice shot there by Fred Treadwell. His first 2 of the game. Or actually 4. That's 4 in the game for Fred Treadwell. Portageville in full court, man-to-man. Keenan Williams up the right side. Williams will drive. He'll be bumped on the way. That's Fernando Menace with his second foul. And we got some subs coming in for Portageville. Also Hayti. Got Isaac Ray into the game. Also Dominic Walker, talented freshman for the Bulldogs, is in. Now we've got Byron Norris in. And also DeMonte Abbott for the Indians. And ball deflected away by Dominic Walker. He'll get a break. Scores it. It's a nice defensive series there by the Bulldogs. Turns over. Gets an easy 2. DeMonte Abbott on the drive. He's going to be fouled on the way. Foul be on Dominic Walker. 2 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Coach Biden a little upset. The dribbler got penetration down the lane, and they didn't get any help defense and forced a foul on the man on the ball.
Keenan Norris over to Abbott. Passes it down, deflected away. Stay with Hayti. And especially if that help defense doesn't step up, it forces that defender to really ride the dribbler in, try to keep him out of the paint. It's usually always a foul in that case.
That's right.
And Abbott on the inbounds, he puts a shot up blocked. And a travel called on that's Norris. Byron Norris turns it over to Portageville. Just under 2 minutes remaining. Dominique Walker in the baseline looking underneath. He'll pass it over. And that was to Rondreas Booker. It's deflected out of bounds. Almost telegraphed that too long. A lot of help defense coming over.
Really wasn't any there open.
Isaac Ray in the corner looks down to Booker again.
Same
deflected
pass.
away.
Trying to force it in, 2 or 3 guys around the man.
Sure, and that backside defense coming over, telegraphing the pass. It's Dominique Walker on the drive, gets it down to Booker. Shot up, no good. Fouled on the play. Foul will be on Jerome Thomas, his first. Rondreas Booker to the line to shoot 2. Shot no good. Second on the way. No good. Rebound goes to West.
Oh, Coach Biden won't like this.
And there's a run out.
He won't like this. He's calling time.
And a score by Keenan Norris. Pushes it to 14-10 in favor of the Bulldogs. Are still ahead with 1 minute remaining in the quarter. We'll take a quick break. We'll keep it here. Okay, this game's brought to you in part by Butler Drug Store. It's located at 222 East Main Street in Portageville, downtown Portageville. Give them a call, 379-5469 for all your drugs. Also, great gifts and jewelry there at the Butler Drug Store. Stop in and see them, all the great folks. And also pharmacist Dr. Trey Roan, always a great supporter of Portageville athletics and Southeast Missouri athletics in general. That's Butler Drug Store in Portageville.
Yeah. Coach Biden was very upset because they didn't have a man back on defense, and Hayti got a run out and a deep pass and a layup. And
yeah, I didn't see if they had anybody in a safety position on that free throw, but either way, you definitely got to have somebody in that safety position to guard against that run out off a free throw. Tevin Walker over to Fred Treadwell, down to Menace. He'll turn, shoot, good. Nice move there by Fernando Menace. He's got 8 in the game. Now at 35 seconds remaining in the quarter. And a backdoor deflected away. And Hayti regains. DeMonte Abbott knocked away. West looks underneath. Taken away by Portageville. Fred Treadwell push it up the left side. And no good. And
back
a push
again.
down. Jerome Thomas goes for the jam. Deflected away, it looked like, by Rondreas Booker. Nobody back on for the safety again, but nice effort there by Rondreas Booker.
Guy passed up a layup to try to get the dunk, and then they got back and got a part of the ball, and I think part of his arm. At least he thought that.
Yeah. And on the inbound, that's Keenan Williams. He looks down to Abbott. He can't handle it. Clay regains it. Now with a second remaining. Shot up, no good. Even if it went, it wouldn't have counted. And that brings it into our first quarter. And that concludes our first quarter, 16-10. That's Portageville on top of Hayti. Are we gonna take a break or not? Oh, okay. We got a fan over here of YHC. Let's see what it looks like here. YHC put us on TV. That's right, buddy. You're on TV right there. One of our good fans, YHC fans there. Hey, that's some good artwork right there. That took some time. That's what we like to see, all of our YHC fans out there. We're just going to keep it here. We're about to start the second quarter.
Bill, draw that up.
Hey, that's how you get an art job. Did you see that?
I saw that. That's good. That's just like the big time.
Yeah, shoot. We're getting there. Just give us
That's
time,
right.
Jim.
That looks just like the big time.
Yeah.
ESPN.
Yeah, sure appreciate that. And we sure appreciate all you folks tuning in over the last few days. Got a lot of emails, and keep those emails coming. Remember, that's sports@yhctv.com, sports@yhctv.com. Send us your comments. We'll put them right here on the air. Speaking of an email, we just got one in from Jasmine Porter, wishing good luck to number 32, Rondreas Booker. So keep those emails coming. We'll put them right here on the air for you. And meanwhile, Hayti turned it over after the quarter. Back over to Portageville. Jake Young up with a shot. Nice touch there by Jake Young. Pushes Portageville's lead up to 8. And a backcourt violation. Keenan Williams wasn't quite into the front court. Turns it over. That's one of those things you can avoid, you know.
Oh, yeah. Hayti fumbles a lot of passes. They have this game anyway. They've had several chances to hit the open man in deep, and they fumble it, give Portageville a chance to get back on defense.
Jake Young, he'll drive to the baseline, knocked away by West, Dylan West. He'll get it back, put it up. No good, and he's fouled on the play. And there's a discussion to whether that shot hit the backside of the backboard. One of the
shot right before that was blocked and hit the support.
Yeah, hit the support bar there. So Portageville inbounded on the baseline. And on the inbounds, Jake Young gets an easy 2. Portageville finding easy ways to score here in the first half. Push their lead to 10. And Keenan Williams will drive it. He'll put it up. No good. Fouled on the drive. Now with 6 minutes and 58 seconds remaining in the half. Keenan Williams has a chance to cut into this lead. Foul is on Isaac Ray, his second. First one good. Williams' second shot good as well. Young passes it down to Treadwell. Ball back out to Walker. He's pressured by Williams, and he's going to get called on the reach-in. That'll be his first. Only their third team foul. Hayti still in the 2-3 zone, looking to trap out of it. Deflected away. Pass down to Dominic Walker, missed. And a push in the back, it looks like. Gives it back over to Hayti. And a foul is on Rondreas Booker, his first. And we're in the bonus, so that's going to give Hayti 1-1. And this game's brought to you in part by Ellington Insurance, located at 200 East Main Street in Portageville. They're downtown, wishing season's greetings to all participants in this year's Bluefield Christmas Tournament. Check them out at ellingtoninsurance.com. And the first shot up by Walker was missed. Second shot up, no good. He gets his own rebound, puts it up, no good. And it's stolen away by the Bulldogs. Misses an easy one underneath. And a foul on the play. Couple missed opportunities there for Portageville.
Certainly was. Portageville had a chance to get it back up to a near 10-point lead.
Missed 2 free throws, a putback off the free throw, and another putback off the shot. Had a chance to extend the lead to 9. And a foul's going to send Hayti to the line. That's Craig Rogers going to be at the line. The foul's on Fernando Menace. Or no, that's Dominic Walker, his second. 1-1 for Hayti. First shot up good. Second shot up, no good. Rebound goes to Booker. And Rondreas Booker goes to the floor with the ball, travels, turns it over to Hayti. Hayti sticking around, looking to make a run here in the latter part of this first half. Just under 6 minutes remaining. Keenan Williams with the ball, goes the right side. Rogers passes down, deflected away. And ball into Thomas, he'll drive it. Ball over to Williams, he'll put up the 3, good. It's a big 3-point shot by Keenan Williams. He's got 7 in the game. Rondreas Booker trapped. He works out of it, and it's going to be a foul on the trap. Looks like Keenan Williams. That'll be his second. Only the 5th team foul for Hayti. Got a couple substitutions in. We got Jansen Darst in for Portageville. And it looks like Darius Presbury in for Hayti. Deion Foster over the right side. Fred Treadwell down to Jake Young. He'll dig in, puts up a shot, and blocked. It looks like they're going to call a jump ball. And it's going to turn it over to the Hayti. Good defensive series there by Hayti.
Hayti just hanging in there, hanging in there.
Yeah,
Portageville not getting anything accomplished.
Yep, slowly digging into this lead. Got a 3-point deficit now, chance to tie or to cut it to 1. Shot up, no good by Presbury. Foster with a rebound. Now under 5 minutes remaining in the half. Treadwell to Walker. Young at the high post out to Darst. Treadwell drive the baseline. He goes up, blocked away. Another good defensive series by Hayti. Keenan Williams pushing up the right side. He'll spin up. Good. Nice move there by Keenan Williams. Hayti starting to turn it on, Jim.
They've hung in there and they were down 20-10, and they've scored 9 in a row.
And the defense is a large part of that. They're really playing stiff here on this side of the court. Almost a deflection there. Tevin Walker will step into a shot. Give it out to Darsh for 3. Foster with a rebound. Foster down to Young. He'll dig in, puts it up good. Nice strong move there by Jake Young. Rogers on the drive. And a blocking foul underneath. Foul's on Fred Treadwell. His first. That's going to send Rogers to the line to shoot 2. They're in double bonus. 3:50 remaining in the first half. First shot good up for Rogers. Fernando Menace back in the game for Portageville. Second shot up, no good by Rogers. Rebound Jake Young. Darce loses it out of bounds, turns it over to Hayti. Hayty's really turning up the defensive pressure.
They've just stayed that 2-3 zone, but they trap out of it. They put pressure out on the ball and then try to trap every time they can. They're getting a little out of it.
Have it out front. He'll dribble the right side. Rogers will drive it baseline. Goes up. Good. Well, Rogers having a strong first quarter. He's got 7 in the game. Tevin Walker over to Darce in the corner. Up to Young. He'll split it. Puts it up, no good. Nice follow up there by Fernando Menace. He's got 10 in the game. Rogers on the inbound, taken away by Tevin Walker. Shot up by Menace, no good. Presbury with the rebound. Portageville applying the full court pressure. And it's going to be thrown out of bounds. Nice defense by Portageville. And Darnell Clay will be back in the game for the Indians. Also, Keenan Williams is going to check in. Got a 2-point lead by the Portageville Bulldogs. .250 remaining in the half. Darce looks underneath. And they get it to Jake Young out to Treadwell. He'll put up the 3. No good. Rebound Rogers. He dishes it over to Williams. He's going to drive it. Nice drive by Williams. He saw an opening and took it. He's got 11 in the first half here. Jake Young looks down underneath and a kick ball.
At number 2, Keenan Williams is having an excellent second quarter. He's really active on the defensive end and just gets that ball and drives it to the hole on offense.
Sure, he's really good in space. He can take advantage of that space real quick. And meanwhile, in the corner, that's Tevin Walker for 3. DeMonte Abbott spins, goes in the lane, and Hopper stepped too many there. And he turns it over to Portageville. A minute 54 remaining in the half. Rondreas Booker in for Dominique Walker. Dorland West on the top of this full court pressure. And taken away by Rogers. And a scramble for the ball. And it's going to end in a jump ball on the floor. And it'll go to Portageville. Still yet a nice defensive series by Hayti.
Well, that was a real scrum there.
Looked like we was back in football season.
That's right. Bide was trying to figure out what happened.
Tevin Walker at the half court line and deflected out of bounds off of Jansen Darst. Another turnover for the Bulldogs, uncharacteristic of Portageville here in the first half.
They just haven't played like a typical Jimmy Bidewell Portageville team this half. They made a lot of mistakes. Their defense is not as solid inside as you normally see either. Their man-to-man defense.
I remember the first matchup we had a few weeks ago with these two teams. They, Hayti applied full court pressure, but really couldn't get anything from the Portageville Bulldogs. Portageville come down the court, get easy baskets, but they're really slowing them down here in this game. And in the corner, that's Presbury for three in the corner. Big shot there. We got a minute 15 remaining in the half. Tie game. Fred Treadwell goes back out to Walker. He thinks about the three, gives it back over to Treadwell. And deflected away. Foster off the pass. And down to Rondreas Booker. Nice shield off by Booker for an easy two. And ball deflected out of bounds with 49 seconds remaining in the half. Portageville up 2. Norris loses it, throws it out, and deflected off of Portageville. Stays with Hayti. Dorland West out front with the ball, over to Norris. He'll drive this in the paint, goes up, blocked by Rondreas Booker. Nice defensive effort there. Goes cross court to Walker. He puts up the three, no good. And a run out. And that's Norris. Keenan Norris for 2. 10 seconds remaining, tie game. Portageville's going to push it up. 5 seconds remaining and a travel. Looks like Portageville was unaware of the time. 5 seconds remaining, tie game. See if Hayti can get a legitimate shot here. Keenan Williams with the ball. 3 seconds and fouled right before the buzzer. Wow, on the dribble.
You need to take the camera down into the Portageville dressing room at halftime.
I don't know if that would be suitable for our viewers. Wow.
Jimmy, he's just frustrated. Really frustrated.
That foul's on Rondreas Booker on the dribble. Keenan Norris to the line to shoot 2. It's a double bonus. Misses the first. Excellent opportunity for Hayti to get this lead going into the half. Looked like he was about 25 feet maybe from the basket on that dribble, only with 3 seconds remaining. And a missed shot again by Williams. Going to probably, almost got a shot off there. And that'll bring it into the first half of our nightcap between Portageville and Hayti. Tie game going into halftime, 29 up. We'll be back with your halftime stats and discussion right up next.
I chose Three Rivers Community College because it's a great place to start.
I'm taking the same freshman and sophomore classes as at a university, but at TRCC they cost a lot less and financial aid goes further. I love the individual attention. My teachers are great and classes are convenient. Learn more at www.trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Start here, start now at Three Rivers Community College.
Learn more online at trcc.edu.
Okay, you're hooked up and ready to go.
New Wave knows you're excited about sports, so now's a great time to get connected with the Triple Play package. Crystal clear TV, high-speed internet, and telephone for only $99.99 a month for 12 months. With New Wave Communications, you've got game.
And welcome to halftime of our nightcap between the 2nd seed Portageville Bulldogs and the 7th seed Hayti Indians. Got a close one here at halftime. Tie game at 29. And a very good game as I expected, Jim.
It's a close game. The game is, I guess, played about what we figured. There's been some turnovers on Hayty's part. I really felt Portageville would play a little better than they have. Portageville is 0 for 6 from the free throw line in the first half. That's one thing. And Keenan Williams sort of took over the game for Hayti, especially in the second quarter, ended up with 11 points. But Portageville just made some mistakes that you don't normally see from the Jimmy Bidwell coach team. They've turned the ball over. They've made some bad passes. And their defense inside has not been very good. And then the big thing is that Hayty's had about 4, snowbirds, runouts, whatever you want to call them, and that's just unusual that Portageville didn't have anybody back for defense.
Sure, and you talk about a Portageville team that's not typical of a Jimmy Bidwell coach team. I tell you, they graduate 7 seniors from last year's state championship squad. You're always going to have that with the youth turning that over, and that's due to a large part of that. But
they apparently don't even have a senior on the roster. They don't have a senior on the roster, so it is an inexperienced team. And so with several juniors, some of them might have played a little bit last year as sophomores, but he won the state tournament, had a bunch of seniors that graduated, but it's the deal where he just sort of each year retools with what he's got there and reloads and comes back out firing, and it's gone on for several years like that. Great program down there.
Sure is. And we'll get some quick stats here for you at halftime. For the Portageville Bulldogs, leading scorer Fernando Menace with 10, followed by Jake Young with 6, Fred Treadwell with 4, Tevin Walker with 3, Dominique Walker with 2, also Rondreas Booker and Deion Foster with 2. Now for the Hayti Indians, leading scorer Keenan Williams with a big first half with 11, Keenan Norris with 6, Craig Rogers with 7, Darius Presbury with 3, Jerome Thomas with 2, and if I didn't mention Keenan Norris, I'm not sure he had 6. So very good game, and I expected a good game. I tell you, Hayti really kind of probably played not to their potential the first time that we saw these two teams on YHC a few weeks ago, where Portageville won that game 22 points on their home court. So we're here at neutral court, have some effect on that, but very close game. I think it's going to be a close game throughout.
I imagine those walls are getting blasted a little bit down there in the Portageville dressing room. Jimmy was upset and then frustrated, and then at the end it just sort of got laughable, 3 or 4 mistakes that his team made right there at the very end. But I'll guarantee you he's getting them straightened out at halftime, and they'll come back with fire in their eyes this second half.
Sure, that's sure what we expect. So stick around. We sure appreciate all of you viewers out there watching Channel 21 on New Wave Cable and also on the website at yhctv.com. Glad you joined us. Hopefully you'll stick around for the second half. We'll be right back in a few. And welcome back. We're about to get set here for the second half of our nightcap. Second seed Portageville Bulldogs against seventh seed Hayti Indians. We got a tie score here at halftime, 29 all. Got a pretty close game here for your nightcap. And we want to.
Excuse me. I look for Coach Bidwell to come out with about 30 seconds left. And it's down to a minute before the start of the second half. I've seen him go in at halftime. Well, I missed the 30 seconds. They're coming back out. I've seen him come out, and he still be walking around the court when the second half starts. He keeps them in there and wears them out.
Sure, that's definitely not the performance he was looking for in the first half from the Bulldogs. So we'll see what they come up with in the second. And we want to let you know this game is brought to you by Three Rivers Community College, New Wave Communications, Lincoln Lacey of Malden, Butler Drug Store in Portageville, also A Plus Family Clinic in Portageville, and Ellington Insurance in Portageville. Thanks to those folks for helping bring in tonight's game, as well as other games from this year's Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. And check us out. Check out our email. That's what I was thinking. Send us an email to sports@yhctv.com. Had a whole lot of emails all over the country tonight. Jim, I had some from Texas, New York, even Kansas. Tell you, they're just coming from all over.
It'll just keep getting bigger.
It sure does. Just send them to us, sports@yhctv.com. We'll put your comments right here on the air. And second half is underway. And Hayti gets an easy 2 from Dorland West. Hayti on top. This may be Hayti's first lead of the game. And stolen away. Nice defense there by Hayti. Keaton Williams will push it up. Looks underneath to West. Back out to Rogers. Throws it in the corner looking for, that was Presbury in the corner, throwing away.
Had the man open, just made a bad pass.
Sure. And that's certainly what Hayti doesn't want to get into, is making those bad passes. They've controlled the ball fairly well in the first half. They look to do the same here in the second. And ball taken away again by Hayti. Hayti showing a great defensive effort tonight. Rogers with the ball. Out to Keenan Williams for 3. No good. A little short on that one. He was fading away a bit.
That wasn't a good shot.
Yeah, that's always a tough shot coming around that screen and basically going the opposite way of the basket. Nice move there underneath. That's by Fernando Menace.
You got to catch that ball and square up. You can't fall back like he did from that far out.
And Rogers will drive it. Looks down to, is that Clay? That's Clay with an easy, or no, it's Dorland West for 2. And something on the court. And don't forget about our Saturday program. Our new program on Saturday mornings live at 10 a.m. Join myself for the Sports Roundtable, the Word Roundtable at 10 a.m. live. Replay at 4 o'clock for all the local sports updates and discussion with local players, coaches, officials, and sports writers. You'll sure enjoy it. Tune in Saturday mornings live, Channel 21 or on YCTV.com. And the inbounds and down to Darsh for 3. And an easy putback missed by the Bulldogs. Fernando Menace with the ball in the corner. Looks down, deflected away. Fernando Menace gets back. He'll put it up. Foul. Looks like he's fouled by Presbury. That was an awkward series there by Portageville.
If he had let him spin and drop step about 2 more times, he'd have been out the back door.
And Fernando Menace will go to the line. Foul on Presbury, his second. First good by Menace. 6:17 remaining in the third quarter. Second shot up, no good. Rebound by West. Got up high on that rebound. Craig Rogers down to Clay for an easy 2. Nice look there by Rogers. Good ball movement seen from the Hayti Indians. Menace drives the lane. Kicks it back out to Ray, over to Darst. Hayti sticking with the 2-3 zone. Ray almost taken away. Looked like he traveled, and he sure did. Turns it over to Hayti. Well, Portageville having a hard time really controlling the ball in this game. It's like almost the opposite of what we've seen a few weeks ago on YHC. Hayti with a 3-point lead. They've just steadily cut into the lead and now gotten ahead of the Bulldogs. We'll see if they can extend this lead.
They've just played a lot better than Portageville from about the start of the second quarter on. And they've really got the ball in deep. It's just like they did then and had that one blocked. But they've got the ball in deep this third quarter for 3 easy baskets.
And ball deflected away by Portageville. They bring it back this way. Dominique Walker on the baseline. He'll put it up. No good. Darcel recovered on the sideline. Loses it. Loses the handle. Hayti will regain possession with 5:17 remaining in the third quarter. Rogers will drive the baseline. Nice move. Nice little offensive series there by Hayti. A lot of movement. Treadwell down to Walker. He'll go up, and he's fouled on the shot. Looks like Rogers didn't quite get there to draw the charge. That'll be his first. Sends Dominic Walker to the line. A talented freshman for the Bulldogs, stepping up.
He's right. Rogers for our Hayti said, God, if I got hit that hard, that ought to be a charge.
Sure. I'll tell you, that's tough. Old Dominic Walker, he's tough at football as well. He's a ball carrier for the Bulldogs, and it looked like he was running over a linebacker going through the line on that one. Shot up good by Walker. He gets the roll. Got some substitutions for both teams. Looks like Thomas is in for the Indians. Second shot by Walker, no good. Rebound by West. And a whistle. And it looks like just a wet spot on the floor. They're going to get dried up.
I think it's that bottle down there.
And this game's brought to you in part by Butler Drugstore, located in downtown Portageville at 222 East Main. Give them a call, 379-5469, or better yet, go see them. Fine folks there in the pharmacy for all your drugs, gifts, and jewelry. Very fine place to go see. Dr. Trey Roan, big supporter of Portageville Athletics. Big thanks to him for this tournament. Thomas out front gives it over to Abbott.
Portageville defense get a little more aggressive. He put three gets back in, and they got after it on that series.
Yeah, their defense has been a little passive. A lot of movement from Hayti, being able to move around and get those cutters. Treadwell over to Ray. He'll pull up. No good. Rebound Williams. Ball down to Dorland West. He goes up, no good. It's a good rebound by Hayti, up, no good by Abbott. Now at 4 minutes remaining in the half. Hayti sitting on a 4-point lead. Rondus Brooker puts it up at the high post, no good. And a putback by Isaac Ray. He was in perfect position. Cuts the Indians' lead to 2. Thomas goes cross court to Williams. And look underneath. A little behind.
Had him wide open. Had him wide open, made a bad pass.
And Ray will push it up. He'll get fouled on the dribble, not the shot. Yeah, he had a nice look underneath, just threw it a bit behind, and Ray took it away.
Had the guy wide open on a backdoor cut there and didn't quite get the pass through.
Denzel Simmons and Jake Young in for the Bulldogs. Walker goes to Simmons. He'll put it up. No good. West slams it down. Didn't quite get a hold of it. Now the Indians got it coming the other way. Abbott out front. Portageville really picking up the defense.
That's the most aggressive they played all night.
And they forced a turnover. Simmons with a recovery. Walker over to Treadwell. He'll put up the 3. No short. He saves it, and it's going to go out of bounds over to Hayti. Portageville having a hard time finding a good shot, Jim.
Yeah, they not really patient. Hayti's done the same thing all night. That 2-1-2 zone, trap out of it, but Portageville not getting a lot of good looks at the basket. Shot was missed in there by Hayti. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. 37-35. Portageville needs a basket.
And Portageville working around the perimeter. Denzel Simmons out front. Fred Treadwell trapped. He looks underneath to Simmons. He goes up for an easy two and rims out. Young there with a putback. Portageville having a hard time getting the ball to go down here in the second half. And there's Norris going in for the score. Nice cut there by Norris. He saw the opening.
Got a charge on number 23, Treadwell.
That'll be his second.
Fred a little out of control, came in there and did the old spin move and ran over him.
Now with a minute remaining in the quarter, Hayti still up 2. Ball deflected out of bounds. Stays with Hayti. Ball passed underneath, taken away. Rondreas Booker with the steal. Push it down to Simmons. Down to Dominique Walker. Nice movement by the Bulldogs. And a foul on the drive. It's going to be on, let's see.
It's Fernando Menace.
Fernando Menace, his third. Isaac Ray back into the game. And it's going to be Keenan Norris into the game for Hayti. Down to 30 seconds remaining in the quarter. And Keenan Williams loses it in the backcourt, regains it, puts up a runner. And it looked like that's Clay with the rebound with another putback, but he's fouled. And it'll be 2 shots. Foul will be on Isaac Ray, his third. And we have a load of emails coming in. We have good luck number 32, Rondreas Booker from Jasmine Porter. Jasmine Porter has been emailing quite a bit. We sure appreciate that. Also from Nona Robinson, one of our news anchors for the news. Says hi to Tyler and Coach Hall. And a missed shot on the free throw. Down to 12 seconds left in the quarter. We'll get to those rest of those emails in a few.
Nona Robinson.
Nona Robinson, right.
She's probably practicing her driving.
Oh, boy. Down to 5 seconds. Fade away in the corner. No good. And that brings it into our third quarter of our nightcap. Hayti on top by 1. 40-39 after 3. Close game. We'll be back with your fourth quarter in just a moment.
Hey, I'm Kurt Hillis at Lincoln Lacey Chevrolet. We've got a full line of GMC, Chevrolet, and Buick products. I'll pass it over to my Ford man, Charlie Thacker.
GM's not your thing? Come check us out here at the Ford Dodge Jeep store. Check out my man Blake on the internet, LincolnLacy.com.
If you don't have time to come down to Malden, check us out on Cars.com or AutoTrader.com, and if you need financing, I'm going to pass it to my man Robert Sanders.
And our ultimate goal here at Lincoln Lacey, no matter your situation, is to pass the savings on to you.
I chose Three Rivers Community College because it's a great place to start.
I'm taking the same freshman and sophomore classes as at a university, but at TRCC they cost a lot less and financial aid goes further. I love the individual attention. My teachers are great and classes are convenient. Learn more at www.trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Start here, start now at Three Rivers Community College.
Learn more online at trcc.edu.
And we're back getting set for your fourth quarter. And back to the emails. We have one from Harry Bennett. Asked why won't we show the scoreboard? And that's because his daughter's watching the game in California. And Harry, we don't show the scoreboard. For one, we show it on the screen the whole time, so for your convenience. So hopefully we're not making it inconvenient on you with the scoreboard, but we have it there for your convenience the whole game. And sure appreciate the viewer out in, that's Alta Loma, California. Sure appreciate that all the way out in California. And a three-point shot up by Dominic Walker, no good, out of bounds. It'll stay with Portageville. Also, we have a question for you, Coach Hall, from James Dudley.
Oh.
It says, do you think anyone will ever match Dexter's 7 Bloomfield Christmas Tournament championships?
That's easy to answer. That'll never happen.
And a shot up by Norris, deflected away. That was a three-point basket on the other end by Portageville.
Dexter had a great run there for the 7 years.
Sure.
And at that same time, they had this similar run in the Stoddard County tournament, both the varsity and junior varsity division, but there'll never be anybody win 7 in a row.
Yeah, it's awful tough. You've got to have a lot of turnover in that time. Kids leaving and kids stepping up. And the ball's turned over to Hayti. Ball down to Dorland West, up and in. We got a tie game with 7 minutes remaining in the game. And Dorland West will go in hard. He's fouled hard as well. And he'll get a trip to the line. And that's 4 fouls on Fernando Menace. Sends West to the line. Shot no good by West. And we'll keep it right here during a timeout. I want to tell you this game's brought to you in part by Ellington Insurance, located in downtown Portageville at 200 East Main Street in Portageville, which is season greetings to all participants in this year's Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, and also to you viewers out there. Check them out at ellingtoninsurance.com. All kinds of insurance there at Ellington for auto, home, health, life, also commercial. Check them out at ellingtoninsurance.com. That's Mark Riggins with Ellington Insurance. And also A Plus Family Clinic, located in Portageville at 203 East 3rd Street in Portageville. Seek A Plus Family Clinic for all your medical needs at 573-379-2100. Fine folks there at A Plus Family Clinic. They sure support their Bulldogs in there. They've got about 3 team portraits in there of the Bulldogs, so fine supporters of the Portageville Bulldogs there at A Plus Family Clinic.
We got a 42-42 game. It's been close all the way, with exception Portageville jumped out to a 20-10 lead there in the first quarter, early in the second quarter, and Hayti came back, and since then it's been a real close game, and looks like it's probably going to go down to the wire that way. Free throws obviously play a big part, could make the difference in the game.
And Dorland West with his second free throw up, and good. Hayti with a 1-point advantage. Norris takes it away, back over to West, puts it up. No good. Norris with a rebound, kicks it back out. No good. And Presbury with the rebound, puts it up, fouled. Byron Norris. Well, Hayti getting a lot of opportunities
Good series for Hayti. Had about 4 shots in there, fought the ball, got loose balls, fought the rebound. Got a chance to get 2 at the line.
They've stayed aggressive in this second half. And getting to the line, try to extend their lead. Fouls on Fred Treadwell. First shot no good by Norris. Second no good.
Like I said, free throws can make the difference.
Yeah, they sure have. We've seen it in this tournament already. Jake Young underneath. He fights for space. Shot up, good, and the foul. Strong move by Jake Young. He's got 10 in the game.
That might be the signal for the old famous Portageville 1-3-1 trap. Coach Bidwell giving a cross arm signal. I think I've seen that before.
You schemed for it a few times.
That's right.
And shot up good by.
That's a good call. 1-3-1.
Sure is. That's what Portageville's known for, trapping out of that 1-3-1.
That cross arm's been the signal for the 1-3-1 for 30 years. Or ever how long he's been there.
Pick up on that a while back.
Or ever how long he's been there.
What was your counter to that when you saw that X there? Did you have your own little signal to counter that?
The signal was get ready.
And blocked away. Hayty's coming the other way. Williams pass out to Rogers. Oh, he's going to be fouled on the dribble. That'll be the 16th foul on the Bulldogs. Meanwhile, Portageville's regained the lead, 45-43. 5:55 remaining in the game. We've got a dandy for a nightcap here. And ball getting thrown around here. Abbott pushes up to Norris. Down to Rogers. And it's lost out of bounds. Deflected away by Portageville. Looked like Abbott had a hard time with that ball. Was fortunate that a Bulldog knocked it away.
That's right. I figured Williams had put it up. He drove it in deep. Spun, made a pass.
And out of bounds. Looked like Norris was on the sideline. He's going to turn it over to Portageville.
Bad turnover. Now we're gonna get in a high-low offense. There's the high man. There's the low man.
And a nice anticipation there by Rogers. Very nice anticipation. He was on an island there, trying to guard 2 guys, Young at the high, and that was looked like Dominique Walker at the low.
Same signal for the high-low. He hadn't changed a lot. They just go out and beat you. I think Hayty's missed like 4 out of the last 5 free throws. and they're only trailing by 2, so they'd have the lead if they'd shoot the ball from the free throw line good. Still 5 minutes, 17 seconds left. Plenty of time.
And that foul was on Dorland West, his first. Jake Young in the paint. Dorland West with the block shot, but he's going to foul him in the process. It's going to send Jake Young to the line to shoot 2.
Hayti run out of the defense, trying to make a steal. Left Portageville with a 2-man advantage down deep. They took advantage of it.
Sure did. Meanwhile, we have another email. Keep sending those emails in before we end tonight. And this is from Mark and Vicky King, saying they're watching on the web. I was wondering if there's any way to smooth out the feed on the web. And that's just the best we can do right now. Only technology's come so far with webcasting, so we apologize if it's not to your convenience, but we hope you keep watching. And it says great job, and also graduated from Bloomfield in '83. That's Dwayne King. And a travel by the Bulldogs turns it over. And we have timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here. And speaking of those emails, keep them coming. We're about done here tonight, so send us your last-minute emails so we can get them here on the air at sports@yhtv.com. Sports@yhtv.com. We sure appreciate those emails all night. Keeping a good interaction with all the fans out there. So keep them coming. Sports@yhtv.com.
Well, Hayti is going to have to, these last 4:49, they're going to have to take better care of the basketball, and they're going to have to make their free throws. Both teams are in a 1-on-1. Hayti needs to drive that ball in deep, either by the dribble or pass penetration like they did in the third quarter, which they really, scored some points off of that when they came out to start the second half. Right now, Portageville's the one that's getting it in deep.
And we're under 5 minutes, 4:45 remaining, and it's going to be a backcourt violation on Hayti. Portageville turn up the defensive pressure. This is definitely not the time for Hayti to start turning over the ball. They took care of it well throughout the game. Portageville starting to make a late run in this fourth quarter. Looking to trap Fred Treadwell. And a foul on the shot. Looked like Fred Treadwell was going up for the shot, fouled. Foul is on Darius Presbury, his fourth. Fred Treadwell to the line, he sinks it. Second shot up good.
Stepped it up to a 6-point lead, 4.5 minutes left.
Shot up, no good by West. Rebounded by Norris. He puts it up, can't get it to go. And it's a scramble for the ball underneath. Norris with the ball out of bounds. He loses the handle, gives it over to Portageville. Isaac Ray gives it up to Treadwell. He almost lost it. Deflected away by Rogers. Down to 4:06 remaining in the game. Portageville on a 6-point lead. Dominique Walker out front, guarded by Williams. A lot of movement out front here by Portageville, looking to burn a little clock.
He's got in his delay game. Pass and cut.
Isaac Ray drives it, he scores it. Nice shot from the elbow. I think that's what they were waiting on, for Hayti to bring the pressure, and then use that aggressiveness
penetrate
against them. Down to 3:20 remaining in the game. Rogers with a drive. Down to Norris. He puts it up. Rims out. Shot up by Presbury. No good. Keenan Williams with the ball. He'll drive. He gets shoved to the back. That'll be on Dominique Walker.
Hayti's got a lot of opportunities to score and just can't get it in. Now they're at the free throw line, and they're at the position where they've got to make these free throws. It's at 8. Portageville's in a delay game. They'll take care of the ball. Hayti's got to take advantage of every opportunity, which they haven't at the free throw line this quarter.
Keenan Williams. Looks like it's going to be a 1-1, I believe. Sure is. First shot up good for Williams. Second
Very
shot
important,
good.
2 free throws.
And that cuts the Bulldog lead to 6 with 3 minutes remaining. And we have a timeout on the floor. Portageville's going to take a timeout, 30-second one. So what do you think of this fourth quarter, Jim?
Well, as I said early, Hayti needed to make the free throws early when the game was 1 or 2 point difference. They missed 4 out of 5 free throws, and Portageville got a couple of buckets, got up 6 or 8, getting their delay game. They're going to be hard to beat because they run this delay game well. He works on it a lot, and it's just a pass and cut and penetrate off of it, and I think Portageville will gradually move this lead on up.
Looks like free throws is going to be a big part of this game coming up if Portageville keeps this cushion. 6 points, 3:01 remaining in the game.
There's still a lot of time, but Portageville takes good care of the ball, and Hayti, in their defense, they're sort of running and jumping at the ball, and that's going to leave somebody open to cut to the basket, and if they don't do that, they're going to have to foul, and then it's up to whether Portageville can make their free throws.
And Portageville inbounds. Deflect away by Williams. Rogers on the break, 3-on-2. And pass behind Thomas. Turns it over. Nice opportunity there by Hayti to cut it to 4.
Portageville made a bad pass, and young man's now sitting down over there beside Jimmy.
And Treadwell, he's going to bring it up. He's going to push it up in the paint. Shot up good by Treadwell. Extends the lead to 8. 2:35 remaining. Cross-court pass to Williams. Down to West. He'll shoot it, and he gets the bucket and the foul. Nice shot there by West. Didn't have a really good shot to make, but he put up a nice one there.
It was an awfully difficult shot. A lot of movement. Got it to go down, got the foul. Got it back to 6, could get it to 5 right here.
Fouls on Jake Young, his 3rd. Lead cut to 6. He can cut it to 5 with this free throw. And he does.
1-2-1-1 press. Got
and
a turnover.
Thomas recovers it down to West. He puts it up and in. Hayti making a surge here. 3-point spread. And a cross-court foul there by Thomas. They baited Treadwell into that long court pass, but he didn't quite have a quick enough step on it. That's going to send Tevin Walk to the line. 1-1. 9 fouls apiece for each team.
You can tell this is a young Portageville team because they're just not executing the way Bidwell would like for them to, and the way they would execute if they had a little more experience.
Walker's second free throw on the way, and it's good. 2:17 remaining in the game. Portageville up 5. Plenty of time. Keenan Williams for 3. Rims out, and a tip up by Rogers, no good.
That's nearly a great tip.
It almost went in. And a great pass down to Menace, puts it up for 2. Boy, that was a tight window to get that through. Didn't quite think it was going to make it, but it sure did. And a ball put up and in by West from the drive by Williams. Isaac Ray. That was a pretty vulnerable position to split that trap there by Ray, but he did it successfully. He got fouled on the.
He could have had lost the ball there very easily.
Yeah, nobody there behind him if Hayti got that steal.
Been a run out for Hayti. Important free throw.
And Ray's first attempt rims out. Foul goes on Keenan Williams, his third. Clay into the game for West. Yeah, we sure got a barn burner here for our nightcap. Old Bill Hampton saying there. And another missed free throw. Hayty's going to push it up. Rogers on the baseline. Cross court to Williams. He's open. Oh, he passes it up. And it's a bank in by Abbott. DeMonte Abbott for 3. Big shot off the glass. And that cuts the Portageville lead to 2 with 1:23 remaining. How about that, Jim?
It's pretty hard to shoot a 3 out of the corner and bank it in. You got to just barely skin it by that corner and touch a little glass, and looked like he'd been doing it all his life.
That's about a perfect shot you can put up from that angle. That cuts the Portageville lead to 2. We've got a close one here, folks. Don't go anywhere. We got a dandy of a nightcap for you. 1:23 remaining in the game. We saw Portageville make a run into this early part of this fourth quarter. Now Hayty's going to make a run.
Forget what I said about Portageville just pulling away, getting the delay game pulling away.
It's just good we don't have instant replay
That's
to
right.
run that back.
That's right. Yeah, like I said, they haven't handled the ball, haven't handled the situation like a normal Portageville team does, and I'm sure it's because of the inexperience. You got basically juniors and sophomores out there. It makes a big difference.
And Portageville's going to try to advance to the semifinals here. See if they can hang on to this lead. Hayty's going to bring a lot of defensive pressure, trying to get a turnover here. And Fred Treadwell's going to push it up. He's going to go all the way, and he loses the handle of it. And a basket by Treadwell. He gets the foul as well. Foul is on Craig Rogers, his second. Treadwell chance to go to the line for a
big
three-point
play there.
And it rims out. Ball deflected off of Jake Young. Ball over to Hayti. 4-point edge for Portageville. 1:11 remaining in the game.
Good play.
And that's a basket. Who was that basket by there, Jim? I was looking down for a second.
It was a give and go. I think 25 made the basket.
That's Jerome Thomas. We'll give him the credit for now. Down to 44 seconds. 2-point edge for Portageville. They're trying to keep the ball away. Almost a takeaway by Keenan Williams. They pick it back up. Treadwell push it down. And a missed shot there close by Tevin Walker. We're down to 25 seconds. DeMonte Abbott pushes it down. Cross court to Keenan Williams. He fakes the 3, pulls up at the elbow. Good. Big shot by Keenan Williams to tie the game with 17 seconds remaining. Big shot by Keenan Williams. What a game.
That's what we need. It's overtime.
Oh, boy.
Keep those cards and letters coming.
Oh, sure. That was a big shot by Keenan Williams. He faked the three, pulled up the elbow, nailed it. 17 seconds remaining, folks. Don't go anywhere. We got a tie game at 59. Portageville will have the ball on the baseline. Wonder what the Hayti's going to do. Think they're going to bring in full court pressure?
I think they'll keep doing just what they've been doing.
It is dicey because of foul. You get too aggressive, you commit the foul. Portageville's in the double bonus. The next foul will put Portageville at the line for 2.
Hayti's got all the momentum, and I'd keep doing the same thing they've been doing. Put the pressure on them and force Portageville to really handle the ball. It's worked the last 4 minutes, so no reason to stop it now.
Sure. Got a few emails coming in. Be sure to get those in. It's from Rick. Our good friend Rick Murray says up to 63 viewers online. We sure appreciate that.
They're going
to here we go.
Double team the inbounder.
Oh, an inbounds. Oh. Nobody home. Oh. Keenan Williams picks it up and a timeout by Hayti. Portageville inbounds the ball with nobody home to pass to. Hayti recovers the inbounds with 13 seconds.
First of all, I'd have to see the instant replay, but the guy threw it in bounds, ran out, looked like he touched the ball first, which is a violation. Maybe he didn't, but it was close. But really poor play on Portageville's part, not being able to get the ball in bounds in that situation.
Wow, what a turn of events here at our nightcap for the night. Portageville turns it over under their own basket. Under Hayti's basket, that is. So, boy, as you said, you said Hayti would come out with the full court pressure, and it worked in their favor right there.
They double-teamed the primary inbounder and had one guy on the other man, so they really had 3 on 2, and Portageville had 2 guys at the other end, and he didn't have anybody to throw it to, and he made a pass and then chased it down himself.
I think he was going to inbound that, and the guy who's throwing it to, I didn't catch who he was trying to inbound it to, but it seemed like he wasn't looking for the ball, so he tried to kind of bring it back, and it was already gone when he tried to bring it back. So Hayti with 13 seconds remaining. Let's see what happens on the inbound. Goes to West. He's got a wide open basket. Puts it up, no good. The follow-up, no good. And, boy. Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
And a shot up, no good. With 1 second remaining. And a foul on the play with 2/10 of a second remaining. A foul on the Portageville Bulldogs. Isaac Ray committed a foul. That's going to send Hayti out of the line. Wow. Hayti to the line with 2/10 of a second remaining. Wow. That's going to send DeMonte Abbott to the line with 2/10. He can win it with just 1 shot right here. He's got 2 attempts coming. Really no time for Portageville to do anything after a shot here. And Jim Bible's going to call a timeout for the Bulldogs. What a turn of events here, Jim.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
He makes one of these free throws. Basically, the only way you could score if there's 3/10 of a second or less, the only way you can score is on a tip in.
Sure, you can only tip it or
you can't catch it and shoot it.
No.
The rule is with 3/10 of a second or less, you cannot catch and shoot. You have to tip it. So that's what Jimmy's asking the official right there, and you can see the official with his hand talking about tipping. That if Hayti makes one or both of these free throws, Portageville would have to throw it the length of the court, and somebody would have to jump up and tip it. You can't jump up and catch it and shoot it. You got to jump up and tip it.
Wow, what a turn of events. We had a drive that was by Isaac Ray. He went the full length of the court off of that rebound. Hayti had a chance to to go up 2 points on a few shots there.
How many steps do you think he took getting out of that pack?
Like you said, we don't have instant replay, so
He looked
we don't
like
know for sure, but it looked like he got away with
He
a
looked
few.
like a football player coming out of a scrimmage.
And ironically, he's charged with the foul to send DeMonte Abbott to the line, and he's going to miss the first. All he's got to do is hit one to basically seal this thing for Hayti. One shot left. He can win it for the Indians right here. All you viewers out there, you've tuned into a dandy if you stuck with us. Here it is, DeMonte Abbott for the game. No good. And that'll do it. We're going to overtime, Jim.
That's just what we need.
End of regulation. 59-59 in this Boot Hill Conference showdown for our nightcap. We're not done yet, folks. Stick around. We're going to overtime.
That's what I need.
You said we got a few games left, and we just might.
That's
so
right.
sit tight. We're going into overtime, folks. Into regulation. Portageville and Hayti tied at 59. We'll have a 4-minute overtime period. See if we can end this thing in one.
Let's end it in one.
Oh, Jim's had a long day. He's done radio, TV.
I've enjoyed a lot of basketball today. I'm ready to go home.
And this whale of a game is brought to you by New Wave Communications, Three Rivers Community College, Lincoln Lacey of Malden, Butler Drugstore in Portageville, A+ Family Clinic in Portageville, and also Ellington Insurance in Portageville. Sure thank all those folks for bringing a dandy tonight between Hayti and Portageville. And we're still open for emails, folks. Keep them coming. sports@yhctv.com. sports@yhctv.com. Let us know what you think of this dandy right here between Portageville and Hayti. Here we go for overtime. Jake Young and Dorland West going for the tip. And it's Hayti with a quick basket after the tip within 5 seconds of overtime. And a turnover in the backcourt by Fred Treadwell. Traveling violation, gives it over to Hayti. Hayti off to a good start here. Scored within 5 seconds of the overtime period. Abbott will put up the three, no good. Rebound by Rogers. Taken away by Treadwell. He's going to go coast to coast. Fouled on the shot. Either way, he's going to get 2 shots. Both teams in a double bonus. Foul is on DeMonte Abbott. His second. Sends Fred Treadwell to the line, try to tie this thing up. Shot up good. Well, free throw's going to be big because any foul from here on out, that's 2 shots at the line. Second one up good for Treadwell. He's starting to come on strong in this 4th quarter. Keenan Williams, they're trapping in the corner. Dips it down to West. He puts it up, rims off. Out of bounds will stay with Hayti. Boy, what a close shot opportunity for West underneath. Got 3.5 minutes remaining, folks. Oh, off the back. Oh, what an opportunity there. That was, I don't know who it was on the inbound. He inbounded on the back of a Portageville Bulldog.
That's one of my favorite plays.
Almost converted it. A Portageville Bulldog couldn't see which one he tried to deflect it off of. Had his back to the inbounder.
When the defense turns their back on those inbounds, all you got to do is flip it off their back, step in, get it, stick it in the hole.
And we have a tie game once again at 61. Jake Young at the high post, still put it up. No good. Shot up by Rondreas Booker, no good. Fred Treadwell out front. He'll bring it out. Hayti in the 2-3 set. Still trapping on it, stripped away by Williams. And a foul on the shot by Dominique Walker. That's Jerome Thomas on the foul. He's going to send Dominique Walker to the line. Walker struggled from the line tonight. He's really going to need to hit these. 2:53 remaining in this overtime period. First, no good for Dominic Walker. Second shot up is no good. He misses 2 opportunities. Rebound West. Keenan Williams will push it up. He's had a great second half. And a 3 put up, no good. Scramble for the ball. And it's out of bounds to Portageville. Looked like that was Rogers. Craig Rogers was on the end line. 2:40 remaining. Portageville with the ball. Bendis has it deflected away. West up, good. What a play by West with a deflection and the score. He's had a big fourth quarter as well. And a ball taken away. Jake Young's pass underneath taken away by DeMonte Abbott. He got in the passing lane, took it away. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Foul is on. Fernando Menace, his 5th. He's done for the night. His 5th personal foul. He goes out with 15 points in the game. Nice effort by Fernando Menace tonight. DeMonte at the line to shoot 2. Both teams in double bonus. Shot up good. Second shot up good by Abbott. Pushes the Hayti lead to 4 with 2:20 remaining in the game. Jake Young in the backcourt against Hayti pressure. Dominic Walker pressured by Abbott. Tevin Walker out front. Looks like Hayti's in a man-to-man set now. Dominic Walker over to Fred Treadwell. He'll pull up. Good. Big shot by Fred Treadwell. He's probably the most experienced player on this squad, and they're going to really need him down the stretch here. And Fred Treadwell. Hayti still up 2, 1:35 remaining. And a charging foul on the drive. I believe that was Thomas. No, that was DeMonte Abbott on the drive. Committed the charge. His 3rd. There's no free throws on a player control foul. So Portageville inbounds. Fred Treadwell with the ball. He's going to pull up. Big shot by Fred Treadwell, the man in his face. He's coming up big here in the fourth quarter. He's got 12 in the quarter. 16 in the game. Keenan Williams, deflected away by Tevin Walker. He can take it on the way. He misses. Jake Young right there with a follow-up. Portageville regains the lead by 2. 1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining in this overtime period. Keenan Williams with the ball. Ball deflected out of bounds by Portageville.
That's a quick 6 points by Portageville.
It sure was. It looked like Hayti was going to have a comfortable lead coming down to a minute. But it's Portageville having some great shots by Fred Treadwell. Also a good defensive series.
He had 2 big-time shot jumpers. There's a big one.
Keenan Williams for a big 3, no good. Deflected away. Jake Young with a rebound. 40 seconds remaining. Cross-court pass. Is it going out of bounds? And it will. Cross-court pass. Tevin Walker loses it.
He just doesn't know what to say. They got the ball in the lead, and the guy throws it all the way across the court out of bounds.
35 seconds remaining. Portageville on a 2-point lead. We'll see what Hayti can come up with this series. West at the high post, goes underneath. Up and under, no good. And a foul underneath. Going to send, it looks like, Jerome Thomas to the line. Foul is on Dominique Walker, his 4th. 23 seconds remaining. Jerome Thomas at the line to shoot 2. First rim's out.
Remember what I said about free throws going to make the difference there at the end?
It sure is.
We'd already be home.
Second one up, rims in. Thomas It's a free throw, cuts the Portageville lead to 1. We've got a 30-second timeout on the floor. Let's take a quick break.
Well, we got it on an odd number now anyway.
Hey, I'm Kurt Hillis at Lincoln Lacey Chevrolet. We've got a full line of GMC, Chevrolet, and Buick products. I'll pass it over to my Ford man, Charlie Thacker.
GM's not your thing? Come check us out here at the Ford Dodge Jeep store. Check out my man Blake on the internet, LincolnLacey.com.
If you don't have time to come down to Malden, check us out on Cars.com or AutoTrader.com. And if you need financing, I'm going to pass it to my man Robert Sanders.
And our ultimate goal here at Lincoln Lacey, no matter your situation, is to pass the savings on to you.
And welcome back. We're back with 23 seconds remaining in the overtime period. Portageville up 1. And it will be Portageville's ball inbounding. Hayti will certainly bring the full court pressure. And you would think they're going to foul on the inbound possibly. And Portageville has struggled from the line tonight. So you definitely want to guard their best free throw shooters, probably in Treadwell.
I'd try to deny the pass, but then double team if you can real quick. Then you got a foul.
And Treadwell the ball. 15 seconds remaining. No foul yet. And we have a timeout. Jim Bye will call a timeout. We'll keep it right here. And we're down to 14 seconds remaining in the game. They didn't foul. They denied the inbounds, but didn't foul initially on the inbound. So with 14 seconds remaining, you almost have to deny the inbound and commit the foul once it's inbounded.
I'm a little surprised that Jim called timeout there because the clock was running, and by the time Hayti came out to defend, 2 or 3 more seconds would have gone off. Now Portageville's got to inbound the ball, which gives Hayti a chance to set up their defense and go over and decide what they want to do. And so sometimes difficult to get the ball inbounds from the sideline there. So he knows what he's doing, but I was surprised at the timeout.
Yeah, I didn't see who had possession of the ball before the timeout. He might have thought Hayti was going to commit a foul. He didn't want that particular player to be on the free throw line, so he might be setting up a play to get one of his better free throw shooters the ball on the inbound. So we'll see what happens here. 14 seconds remaining, as you see there. Portageville on top. Again, send us those emails. We're going to be wrapping up here soon. Get your final comments in, sports@yctv.com. And the inbound goes to, is that Fred Treadwell in the corner? It sure is. They commit the foul with 12.9 seconds remaining. That'll send Fred Treadwell to the line. It looked like that's who they wanted to the line. They designed a inbound play to him. He's the big guy coming down the stretch for the Bulldogs. Fouls on Dorland West, his third. Shot no good by Fred Treadwell. No good. And even a made shot keeps this pretty respectable for Hayti to come down and be aggressive towards the basket. 12.9 seconds remaining. And a missed shot gives them a great opportunity to even win the game with a basket. So big shot here coming up for Fred Treadwell. Second shot on the way, good, sinks it. And here we go, 10 seconds remain. Rogers in the lane, puts it up, no good, put back up and in, and ties it with 5 seconds. 5 seconds remain, timeout Portageville. Oh boy, we might be geared up for a second overtime. A drive by Rogers. That was Craig Rogers on the drive, puts it up, got his own putback. Nice effort there by Rogers to stay with it. It looked like Portageville was trying to kind of pulling back, trying to keep from the foul, committing the foul, but Rogers stayed aggressive towards the basket, followed up on his own miss. Leaves only 5.1 seconds remaining for the Bulldogs to pull off a full court play here.
It might have been hindsight says it might have been good strategy the way Hayti's been shooting free throws to foul them when there were still 11 or 12 seconds there, and if they even if they make it, you got plenty of time to go back down. Now the game tied. You only got 5 seconds to get it down there. We're going to go to second overtime.
Sure. We only have 5.1 seconds remaining. Portageville has to go the length of the court. They're going to inbound. under Hayti's basket. They've got the length of the floor to go. We'll see what's going to happen here. Tie game, 68 all in this overtime period. We might be heading for a second. Stick around. Again, that email, sports@yhctv.com, sports@yhctv.com. Let us know what you think of this dandy here of a nightcap here on day 2 of the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Here we go. Jake Young to inbound for Portageville.
Hayti's.
Here we go. Inbound goes to looking for Fred Treadwell. He'll inbound it. 3 seconds remain. He'll go coast to coast, trying to put it up. Shot. Good at the buzzer. Fred Treadwell goes the length of the court at the buzzer to beat it. 70-68. Portageville on top. What a play. Fred Treadwell gets the inbound, goes coast to coast, and he puts it in at the buzzer. He's still winning for Portageville.
He said, thank God for those soft rims at Bloomfield.
Well, I tell you, that was laid on the front of the rim, and it dropped right in for the Bulldogs. What a game in this overtime period. It took an overtime and almost 2 to get this one wrapped up.
He
what
shot that way up high on the glass, came down, hit the rim, and just stuck. It just rolled over.
Oh, what a series there. And well, I tell you, that was a tough play. It looked like Treadwell went through 4 defenders on that full court trip.
Well, he had, what was it, 5.6 or something like that?
5.1 seconds.
5-1. Well, you can dribble the ball length of the floor in 5 seconds. If you don't get, if you basically just go straight down, you can go dribble it in 5 seconds easily. So that's what he did. Put it up left-handed and went in.
That was a great drive by Fred Treadwell, reminiscent of Ty Sedney of the UCLA Bruins against the Mizzou Tigers.
I think he went in 4 seconds something.
Oh, he was a quick one, but Fred Treadwell did a great job going through about 4 defenders. Hayti was playing a little passive, not wanting to commit the foul on the drive. Played pretty good defense at the rim, but Fred Treadwell just put up a great attempt and it rimmed in. Let's go to a break here, and we're going to come back with your stats.
I chose Three Rivers Community College because it's a great place to start.
I'm taking the same freshman and sophomore classes as at a university, but at TRCC they cost a lot less and financial aid goes further. I love the individual attention. My teachers are great and classes are convenient. Learn more at www.trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Start here, start now at Three Rivers Community College.
Learn more online at trcc.edu.
Okay, you're hooked up and ready to go.
New Wave knows you're excited about sports, so now's a great time to get connected with the Triple Play Package. Crystal clear TV, high-speed internet, and telephone for only $99.99 a month for 12 months. With New Wave Communications, you've got game.
And welcome to post game of the nightcap of day 2 of the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Well, Jim, we might as well just set up a cot here. We've been here all night.
Been
Get
here
ready
all
for tomorrow's
day.
games.
Been here all day, and looked like we're going to be here a little longer.
Yeah.
I have no decision who wins, but I was glad to see the ball go in and get this thing over with. It looked
All
like
of a sudden, Jim Bowell became a Portageville Bulldog fan on that last possession.
Looked like it was going to keep going on and on, but both teams played hard. Both teams made some mistakes. Both teams did some real good things. Hayti missed some free throws late in the game that would have given them the decision. Portageville made a couple of free throws there late that really helped them. Fred Treadwell made a free throw there to put them up 2, and then Hayti come down and scored, and we had the tie game, and then Treadwell dribbles the length of the floor and makes it at the buzzer. So it was pretty exciting. It's a shame that so many of the fans had left. About all that was left was just the supporters of the two teams, but it was a heck of a game.
Yeah, they missed the game of the day tonight with a nightcap between Portageville and Hayti here. Quick stats here before we end here. Leading scorer for the victorious Bulldogs, that's Fred Treadwell with 17. Big fourth quarter and overtime for him. Came up strong. Also, Jake Young with 15. Fernando Menace with 15. Fouled out late in the game. Tevin Walker with 5. We have Isaac Ray with 4. Dominique Walker with 5. Rondreas Booker with 2. Jake Young with 2. And for the Hayti Indians, leading scorer, Dorian West with 16. Keenan Williams with 15. Keenan Norris with 8. DeMonte Abbott with 7. Craig Rogers with 9. Jerome Thomas with 5. Darius Presbury with 3. Byron Norris with 2. Darnell Clay with 2. And I think I mentioned all of them there. Great game tonight to finish this up. Well, I'll tell you, it's I hope
Somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose.
Oh, yeah, we had quite a few viewers on for that game, showing upwards to 63 viewers online to watch that game. Our nightcap. We sure appreciate you sticking around, because if you did, you sure caught the game of the day here of day 2 of the Bluefield Christmas Tournament. And Portageville advances, and they will play Kennett in the semifinals of the championship bracket tomorrow night. They'll take on the Kennett Indians, which they played a few weeks ago. Kennett defeated Portageville handily, but you never know what's going to happen in this tournament, as we've already seen. So that sets up the semifinals: Kennett versus Portageville, Bernie versus Dexter, and the other semifinal big game coming up tomorrow night as well.
Be 2 good games tomorrow night. I look for Dexter to play Bernie pretty good if they can handle the pressure. If they don't get too wild and excited, they can play Bernie a good ball game. And then Kennett and Portageville. Kennett really impresses me with their quickness, and then Portageville is very athletic, so that should be a good game too.
Yeah, another Boo Hill Conference showdown there with Kennett and Portageville. And on the consolation side, we have Donovan and Van Buren in the consolation semifinals. Puxico versus Talpimascot in the other semifinal. And in the 5th place bracket, we have Twin Rivers versus Richland tomorrow, and Bloomfield versus Hayti. Hayti moves on to play Bloomfield in the semifinal of that 5th place bracket. Some great games set up for you tomorrow. Sure glad you joined us today. We had over 1,500 viewers online today, Jim. A whole lot of viewers out there from all over the country watching today. We sure appreciate that out there. Let everyone know, your friends and family know, you can watch online from anywhere in the world at yhtv.com. And also on Channel 21 on New Wave Communications.
Very good. They, you see that you have some customers out there that want to watch basketball.
Sure. It's been a blast, and a lot of people showing up as well. We sure appreciate that. Come on out and experience the great tradition of this Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, the 53rd this year. Well, I tell you, that's a lot. And Jim Hall coached in many of them. He's still here.
Been here for a lot of them. Been here for a lot of them.
All right, well, let's wrap up this great whale of a game. Overtime game for a nightcap here. Portageville versus Hayti, brought to you by New Wave Communications, Three Rivers Community College, Lincoln Lacey of Mullen. Also, A+ Family Clinic in Portageville, Ellington Insurance of Portageville, and Butler Drug Store of Portageville as well. We sure appreciate those fine folks bringing tonight's game. And that's going to do it for the second day of the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Hopefully you all join us tomorrow. First game gets underway at noon tomorrow. That's Donovan versus Van Buren. Hopefully you'll join us. We're going to have some more whale of games tomorrow. Join us tomorrow. Well, that does it for us. For Tyler Wagner and Jim Hall, also Krista Creasy on camera and Rick DePreez, producer. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.